Hello everyone and welcome back to another Stormworks video. Now, I was going along the workshop and found something a little bit quite interesting. So I thought I'd go ahead and share it with you guys in a video. Now, what we have in front of us is a wind turbine. It's a completely self-generating electrical wind turbine, just like in real life. Now, this is done by a content creator called Geekness. Now, if I'm correct, this is the first or one of the first wind turbines that actually produce power here in Stormworks. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over it, see exactly how he's gone ahead and built this and what concept he's used to actually generate electricity without obviously having any engines or anything like that. So first off, as you can see, we obviously have the actual wind turbine itself, and then in front of it he's gone ahead and placed a whole bunch of blocks with a whole bunch of wing pieces on them, or control surfaces that are actually turning when it's moving. Now, apparently this only works with, or actually only produces power with 85 to 100% of wind. Now you can see if we go ahead to the actual battery of it, you can see it actually is depleting as we speak right now. Now, as far as I'm aware, the reason why it's depleting is that he's gone and used pivots throughout the actual base here, or the top of the wind turbine here, and that actually is going to be pointing towards the direction of the wind itself, so that obviously is using some electricity there. However, if we were to go ahead and to 100%, so the wind is starting, this should automatically go ahead and turn in the direction of the wind by using its electricity, and then it should actually start turning the actual wheel which this little arm or actual wings are connected to. So you can see now it's actually producing power, so it's going up. And pretty much what it is the reason why what he's done is he's gone ahead and used wheel pieces there. So it's one large wheel and it's turning those 4 small wheels. Those 4 small wheels are connected through the hinges, and the pipes are going along through there, down into that wheel piece, and then down across into a RPS torque reader, and then into a gearbox, and then into 2 medium-sized generators. Now, how this is happening is that it's, in theory, it's taking the power from the wheel and then converting it down into electricity. You could replicate the same thing, for example, on a train. So say you had the main car and you had several other carriages behind it. If you were to go ahead and put generators on those carriages, on the actual wheel pieces, those would generate electricity. Now, the reason is because obviously you're not using any power on that existing creation, it's coming from another creation. The momentum is in theory driving the generators, which in theory is producing power. So that's pretty much what he's gone ahead and done. Now, the reason why he's used wheels, that is in Stormworks, the only thing that wind will affect is non-moving parts, if that makes sense. So for example, wheels won't get affected by wind. You'll have propellers won't get anything that actually makes you go forward or gives you thrust. So propellers, what else do we have? We have wheels. We also have propellers for aircrafts and for ships. You also have rotor blades. All that doesn't get affected by wind as far as I'm aware and at the moment. So how you have to do is you actually have to transfer the electricity or the power from natural sources like the wind or the sea, whatever it is, into this, which goes into a wheel. That wheel is then connected to the other wheels, which is then turning and then actually producing electricity. There is no way to actually get that wheel that's connected there into an electrical source. You could obviously do it through there, but there's no way to transfer that power down to the generator and still make it turn, as far as I'm aware, at least. There might be some other ways, but as I said, I'm not aware of it at the moment. So hence the reason why they've gone ahead and used tires. But yeah, that's pretty much about the concept. Really, really interesting to see, and something that obviously took my attention, and I'm really, really happy to see in Stormworks. Obviously, this is on quite a large scale. I'm sure you can get it down a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to make it into such a small system that you'll be able to incorporate it on cars or even on ships or airplanes and so on and so forth. I'm guessing you probably could maybe do it on an airplane, but whether it would be able to produce enough power to actually be completely self-sufficient, that's questionable. But I like to see the direction that we're going with this, and also the direction that geekness is going with this in actually eventually coming to the point where we'll be able to make self-sufficient vehicles or creations here in Stormworks. Anyway, I will link this in the description below, so if you want to go ahead and check it out and play around with it, you can. The link for the workshop will be below. But that's pretty much about it for today's video. As always, comment below what you'd like to see in any future videos. While there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to follow any of my upcoming content. And finally, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and found it somewhat entertaining and informative as always, and we'll see you in the next one.